coming to today's recording, I've got a little bit of mirth going on. Like, I'm cracking up a little bit because, like, the longer Spirit does not have me on camera, or I'm not recording that much, like, I build up a backlog of information and things I want to say and blah, blah, blah. And it gets a little crazy on this end. And so I am coming to the microphone today, like, wanting to spew. And it's really not a great way to do a recording because, like, diarrhea of the mouth is not an awesome way to stay focused. But I promise you, I really want to try and stay focused on this topic that I see these energy experiences going on for me. And I gotta know, I gotta think that there are so many of you out there as well who may be experiencing either a little bit of this or all of it. And it basically falls underneath the umbrella, a single umbrella of, like, quote unquote, taking care of business, finishing up business, that kind of thing. And there's going to be three primary topics underneath that heading that I'm going to be talking about. One of them is what I would call, like, a spiritual reckoning. Another one is what I would call defragging the spiritual hard drive. And another one is what so many of us know as a soul retrieval. You know, each one of these topics could get its own recording and be plenty, but I'm going to do them under one roof, three under one roof. It's nuts, right? It's nuts. But, like, we're living in a nutty time. I mean, like, things are coming apart, planet burning down. And I just really feel like the energy that is in the air right now, and if you listen to my last recording, the heads up from Williams and Poitier about, it's going, the time is coming. There's a really big thing. And Poitier saying, hey, it's going to get really quiet. Well, there's some other energy things going on in this space, as there is, like, the ripening in the air, the ripening in the air, the ripening in the air, right? And so I want to share a little bit with you about some of what I see going on energetically and what I've been experiencing. And then we can compare notes, kind of, trade notes on this just to see where everybody is at right now, because I think that is a healthy thing to do and a valid thing to do, to just be able to call out and name out some of these pretty intense spiritual, energetic, physical, mental, emotional experiences right now on the planet. Like, there's some, excuse my language, but there's some crazy energetic shit going on right now. And I want to stand up and lick my index finger and hold it up to the wind and go, whoo, there's shit going on. Anyway, before I dive into the deep end of the pool on this and kind of this podcasty way, again, my spirit team is having me talk into the microphone. You're going to be seeing my artwork that is infused with energy and light and programming from Spirit World. You're going to see the artwork, and please feel free to use it as an energetic break to kind of do your breath work and calm down a little bit and wash yourself with a little bit of color. Let your eyes follow the outline of the images for a little bit of EMDR, just to, give yourself a bit of a timeout. For some reason, to me, this just seems so irrational and logical, and Spirit World is like, we want you speaking and we want your artwork out there, and, like, this is the best combination that I can find. And I think it's doing something, because I see people in the comments who say, like, oh, that's pretty lovely and that feels pretty good, and I'm seeing faces in your artwork, is that too weird? And it's like, no, that's what this is all about. You're going to see what you want to see, what you need to see. Like, there's no wrong answers kind of thing. So we're going to be in that mix together. And I also just want to make a shout out that, hey, yeah, I'm doing my remote video readings. If you want to hire me, the artwork you're seeing, you can purchase prints. There's some originals I've got out there. I am doing sessions if you want to book a session. And the people who interact with me, I swear to God, they get a download of a handbook. You could purchase a remote video read, and I just pretty much cram all kinds of stuff into it. And then you just sit there and take notes. You have something to work with for at least a couple of months. It is rich information. It is money well spent. So All right, let's get to the topic at hand here of like the whole thing about finishing up business or tying up loose ends. And then these three topics about spiritual reckoning, defragging the spiritual hard drive, and soul retrieval. So I want to start at the top with the umbrella of like, quote unquote, taking care of business. And if you listen to my last recording, you heard me make mention of that. And when that slipped out of my mouth and then I let it go, I didn't edit it out. It went into the recording. Part of me was like, Dana, that kind of falls a little bit in that whole judgy, get your spiritual report card kind of thing. And I just want to take a pause on that and say, like, that is not how I mean it at all. It's more like I'm pointing it out simply from the fact that, like, there's a theme of that energy in the air, and the theme, and this is what I've really been feeling since probably about 10 days before Thanksgiving. About 10 days before Thanksgiving, there was a feeling of like, tie up those loose ends. Time to finish up some of that emotional labor that maybe you've been working on for a while. And time to make some decisions about unfinished business. So I really want to shift it from that, you must get the lesson and you're going to get a report card. It's like I want to shift it from that, square thing over into, we kind of want to be paying attention to this, and there's some things coming up, and whatever's going on in the air, like this is a really good time for, clearing things up, cleaning things up, tying up loose ends. Like even as stuff on our planet continues to come apart, it's like, do you have to do it in a certain time period or in a certain kind of way? Like, absolutely not. Like, but this is just, it's more of an awareness thing. What is being put on your plate in front of you right now that you maybe kind of sort of need or want to pay attention to like finish some stuff up. Like, this is a really great time to be doing it. And I find it so fascinating that when Sidney Poitier gave us that message about, it's going to get real quiet, before the big thing of whatever that big thing is happens, that both Williams and Poitier talked about, Poitier talking about it just getting really, really quiet. Like, I mean, as we have continued into this week, the depth of the quiet, it just keeps getting louder and more ominous and bigger feeling. And Japan had another earthquake, and yes, there was that wave and the tsunami, and I'm up here in the PNW, and yes, the atmospheric river is going off, and there is flooding both happening on, western Washington and western Oregon. I was shocked. I saw flood pictures out of Tillamook, Oregon. And up in the far corner of my state, some really crazy flooding going on right now. And that's the great pullback of the quiet, and then the flood happening, right? So it just feels very quietly weird in the energy field right now. I think that's what I can say. Like every day there seems to be a deepening of it. Like I stepped out my doorstep today to walk Peanut. I took one step outside my door today, and I like if anybody was near me, they would have heard me go, whoa, because you could feel the visceral impact of the quiet weirdness in the air right now. So that's just kind of like more of the energy soup that we're in. And as this has been happening and building, and I would say like at least, somewhere around 10 days prior to Thanksgiving is probably about when this all began to happen. And this is where I want to take off into these three topics, and I'll mention them again: spiritual reckoning, and then defragging the spiritual hard drive, and then, some really deep cracking open kinds of soul retrieval kind of stuff. So first we're going to start with the spiritual reckoning. And probably about a week Yeah, it was about a week before Thanksgiving happening. I remember going into a weekend and I was just walking around and it was the echolalia, that echoey feeling of like, reckoning, reckoning, the reckoning is happening, the reckoning is happening. And it had the feeling of like, dun, dun, dun. And at this point in our journey, right, it feels very cartoonish. And I literally, like, these are the moments I, like, want to lift the bird to the air and go, like, fuck off. Haven't we had enough, right? Like, my spiritual irreverence comes out because, like, I don't know about you, but I've kind of had enough of this whole thing. And another, and so walking around hearing the reckoning, the reckoning, the reckoning, dun, dun, dun. I really like, let me go get a half a glass of wine and tell you all to fuck off. So that's kind of where I was at. But what my spirit team was trying to do was they were trying to warn me. They were trying to warn me, and I was getting pissy about it. And sure enough, about 24 hours later, bam! Boy, did I get hit. Oh, it took me out for about 24 hours. I was flat out with like this whole really deep, dark, horrible, nasty, awful, existential crisis of a quote-unquote spiritual reckoning. And partway through this thing, like I'm flat out and I'm like, I'm having my meltdown. And partway through it, all of a sudden I realized I was like, oh, they did try and tell me, and I told them to piss off. I mean, aren't you guys kind of there? Like, you get the warning, and you're like, yeah, I've had enough. I'm not listening to you. And then you just get clocked. So that's what happened to me. So I'm in the middle of this, like, existential, spiritual reckoning kind of crisis. And realizing, oh, spirit team, yeah, they did try to warn me, and I got pissy at them about it. And then I got out of the drama of the meltdown, so I could kind of tune in a little bit and listen a little bit more, and then begin to tune in with my body. And that's when I was like, oh, and I literally could feel. It was like a scouring pad, like if you can imagine, millions and millions of little scouring pads, going through your entire cellular code in your body, just getting scoured and scoured and scoured and scoured, like clean. And spirit team, they called it a spiritual reckoning. And so basically it was like I went through a really intense period of that, spirit world was calling a spiritual reckoning. And it was very much like having my cellular code, like getting cleaned up at a level that I've never experienced before in my life. And goddamn, it was uncomfortable. It was painful. I spent most of the day doing breath work. And, if I needed to have a meltdown, I did. But I would tell myself, like, it's not, you don't have to buy into the rabbit hole of the complete meltdown. Like, if you need to do it, you can. But, we don't have to do the pity party. Oh, woe is me. Like, I was able to kind of come to my senses and recognize, oh, spirit team warned me. I told them to piss off. And then I got dumped into the deep end of the pool, and I was going through all the drama of it. And then I was like, wait a minute. And, at the end of the day, when I finally figured it out, I was like, oh, that was like a really core DNA cleaning as I was walking around on the freaking planet.